Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for watching and being here. I'm so excited to do this for you guys. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time now, and I felt like this was the perfect timing with the autumn equinox. So, I'm going to take you through a sample reading, what my readings look like. I will save this as a PDF. I'll send it out to you guys, and you can come back to this whenever you need to. So, I kind of saw this as a collective reading. My focus today was the autumn equinox. So I'll kind of go through what this change means for us, what you can expect in your own life. And yeah, I'll kind of talk you through what a session with me looks like too. So this is the PDF that I go through in your guys' session. Usually this is not filled out yet. I usually do this at the end, but I just wanted to like kind of have it in here for you guys so you can see it. But the first thing I always do in a session is I read your meditation message. So it takes me about a half hour of prep before each session to do all of this. So I meditate on you. I see it as connecting to your higher self. And if a guide comes in, that's awesome. Or if a loved one comes in, that's great too. I'm usually just connecting to your energy and connecting to what your intention was in that reading. So, say your intention was love, I usually focus on that. I get a meditation message for you, and I'll go through the channeled message that I have there. And then I go through the cards, and I kind of feel like with meditation messages, there could be like a crossover between your meditation message and the current energy. Usually there is, and what comes up in the cards. So I always say this is my spiel before I start a reading. My name's Bridget. I'm an intuitive. So I always pick up on your general energy. I'm never going to tell you anything bad about yourself. I always say take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What's meant for you will never miss you. And two, you have free will. So whatever I tell you today can change tomorrow. You can come back to this recording. You can listen to it tomorrow. You can listen to it a week from now. You can listen to this 2 years from now. It really is timeless and it's here for you. I always kind of recommend coming, like digesting the reading and listening to it again a week from now, just to kind of go back to something that you might have missed in the moment. And other than that, yeah, enjoy. I'm going to go through my meditation message, so I'll be reading off of this. So, the first thing right off the bat, so the intention for this reading was fall, the autumn equinox, releasing, and I wrote in purpose. So, the first thing I got when I connected to spirit for all of us, I feel like babies are on the mind. So, if you feel that the spirit baby is in your route and in your circle, just an indicator for you that they are there for you. There is a lot of babies around. If you're not trying, if you're not planning, or if you're trying to have a baby, just know that they are trying to connect to you. I know this is not going to resonate with everyone, but I feel like too, when they show me babies, I think of fertility. So for us specifically, especially if you're not trying, I feel like you're birthing something new in general. So it feels like this is the shift for you. It feels like this is a really nice, just kind of, because it has not been an easy route for anybody this year. I feel like it's any easier than the last couple of years, but I feel like for you guys in general and whoever's listening to this, it's like I feel like the foundations are becoming a lot more solid, and you're actually able to birth this into being whatever you've been thinking about. They're actually saying, spirits, like, you have the foundation. It's kind of like they're showing me the magician card in tarot. It's like, you just got to start. You got to trust you have all the tools. Trust that you're not going to be ready. It's like giving birth. You're never going to be ready for having a child, but you are ready. It's the same with entrepreneurship. It's the same when you start a new relationship. It's like you're never going to be fully ready, but spirit's like pushing you. They're like, you are ready. So they want you to tell you that. A couple of things too that you guys can do. They were saying like get crafty. So I don't know if anyone's like taking like some sort of like pottery class. I personally want to take one, so maybe that's why they're showing me this. But they're saying in this regard, it's like allow yourself to dream, kind of step into this like Piscean role, this like I think I use a lot of astrology in my readings too, but it's like step into this dream state also and allow yourself to dream and not just be so in the logic too. And then a couple of things that they were asking too is what are you holding on to that no longer actually exists in your physical world? So there's something, if it's a relationship, if it's a job, it's like it really can no longer exist in your physical world. So they're kind of like taking that away from you. I feel like this is a part of that birthing process. So if you feel called to start something new, start something fresh, I feel like they showed me that because vibrationally, whatever it is, it's just not meeting you where you're at anymore. So you can lovingly release that and it's being very accepted by spirit. I feel like they've kind of led you there. So if you have been seeing signs and you're ready to let go, they're saying like this is all signs go for you, especially around the autumn equinox, which is all about releasing too. Okay. this person then coming in, or whoever it is, whatever situation, they're going to match you vibrationally where you're at. So if you're in this low mindset, low vibe, they're going to meet you there. If you're in this high vibe mindset where you're like, I can do this, I'm excited about the future, they're going to meet you there. So somebody is going to meet you exactly where you're at, no matter what. And that's life too, is what they're reminding me. Um, there's a song about first impressions. I want to say it's like an Ariana Grande song. I have to look it up, but they kept showing me that too. So if you have an important job interview coming up, they said buy new clothes. So this is like your approval to just like, and even if you're not having a job interview, it's like keep showing up and like buying new clothes, and like you're representing yourself every single day. So again, something there for you. 717 could be a sign. And then they showed me too, speaking of new clothes, they showed me the Emperor's new clothes. So I feel like there's a story within the Emperor's new clothes. It's like the story of the Emperor's new clothes is that like everybody kind of like pretended that, I don't even know the full story, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like they're showing me like you could see through the bullshit is kind of something that it's your superpower. It's like this Scorpio vibe. So you're very good at seeing through the bullshit. You're good at investigating. So keep digging into that, because that's gonna help you lovingly release the people that are no longer like, trust your instincts when you're with these people, or if you're on a job interview, just trust these instincts. Okay, then momentum is coming in. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Trust that it's going to show up. Like Rome wasn't built in a day is what they're showing me. If you have a dog, they gave me the name Alvin, very random. So if anyone has a dog, I think of Alvin and the Chipmunks too. So whatever that resonates for you. They said look at their teeth. So there's something there. Other signs coming in were a dove to look out for. A raccoon might be a spirit animal for some people. I know that's kind of like dark, like a raccoon, but it could be like just embracing the darkness and the shadow of yourself too, so you can see the light. And then I got two songs for us. So I got Late Night Talking by Harry Styles, and then I got Super Bloom by Mr. Wives. So you can maybe like go back and add these to your playlist, and there might be some message in the lyrics for you there. So okay, that's what I got for meditation message. I'm going to go into, it's always a lot too. So come back. Like you can always stop me while I'm going through your meditation message too. And you can ask questions. Sometimes we could talk about the meditation message the entire time. We don't really need the cards sometimes, but you could always kind of stop me. We can have an open dialogue. I always kind of think of it as this open dialogue too. And the more that you speak and ask questions, the better the session is for you. Okay, so I'm going to go into the current energies of what we're all collectively experiencing and how I do this. So I always pull for who you're working with, what animal you're working with, and then I usually use an oracle card deck for this one that I feel the most called to at this moment. These two really never change. I always want to see who you're working with, what animal you're working with. Now I've been using this astrology deck. It's so cool. I'll have to like link it somewhere, but it's like a really cool deck. And it helps me with timing wise what you're experiencing, and it helps me to like astrologically what planets might be affecting you, or what like whatever like transits might be affecting you at this point in time. And then I use tarot, and then I close out with my Moonology cards. So I kind of like to tell the story then and like put it all together. I always include the book descriptions for you, so you can come back and you can read these, you can journal on them. I always feel like there's something in these that I can't interpret for you. I feel like there's something that you can interpret for yourself. So you can come back to this and yeah, journal on this whenever you feel called, and read them too. So I'm not going to read them for you, but you can come back to these. So right off the bat, when it was so funny because the deer came in, and that's the mother. So definitely if you guys are moms, or if you're, trying whatever it is, just know that the deer is so incredibly intuitive, and the deer is working with you. You can even look it up what the meaning is, especially specifically to you. But I always feel when I get the deer energy for us, it felt like so, especially with this green around, it felt so connected to our hearts. So I feel like this autumn equinox is showing you currently right now how to open up to your heart, how to connect to the earth, how to ground. And those are all kind of buzzwords in the spiritual world, but it's like how to actually like feel at home within yourself is what I'm getting there. And the divine director too, he's saying it's like this is all for a reason. And like if you're questioning your purpose, if you're questioning should I be a mom, or should I, go back to school and study more, it's like it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, your purpose is happiness. So whatever connects you to your happiness, that's the answer. That's the key. So it's almost like spending time connecting to your own inner world and figuring out like, okay, what does make me happy? Because a lot with the moon, there's a lot of confusion whenever I get the moon. It's like, number one, you guys are super intuitive. Whoever is watching this, you are very in tune, you're very connected, but it can get very confusing between the head and the heart and your intuition. What is logic? What's my intuition? It'll take time to develop. Keep listening to yourself though and your heart, because whatever brings you joy, that's where the path is. So they're kind of showing me like Dorothy, like you've had it within you the entire time. So just know that like you are carving out that path the more that you connect to your intuition, the more that you take time to listen to yourself too. And it's going to be uncomfortable. So it's like, it's never going to feel comfortable. It's never going to feel nice to just like sit for 5 minutes and journal. You know, it takes time to practice, or sit for 5 minutes and meditate, or take the time for yourself. Sometimes it feels jarring and uncomfortable, but just know that like this is your purpose. It's part of your path at this point in time. Um, the Knight of Swords is really nice because this could be like impulse communication. So if there's a person coming into your life right now and you're like, what the heck are they? Like, my ex just reached out to me, so confused. Like, wow, this person might have been like a little impulsive that's entering into your life right now. Take it with a grain of salt is what I'm getting with this one. Whoever, it's like almost they're showing me like this flashy person, like this flashy guy or girl, whoever it is for you. It's like, take it with a grain of salt, because um the world, number one, is an amazing card. It's the end of the major arcana. It's a super just like really nice note to you that you've been doing such a wonderful job and you're ending a cycle. And I feel like it's kind of with prior partnerships. So sometimes we're in Mercury retrograde too. These partners are going to show up to test us and kind of like put up a mirror to us. So I feel like whoever this is that might have shown up for you, it's kind of showing you how strong you are and how far you've come on your own journey too. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be, it could be even your like brother or sister, or whoever it looks like to you, mom, dad, whoever it is. Just know that like your vulnerability throughout this process is going to be the thing that carries you forward, and you're going to be able to say no, is what I feel like with that one. Because no matter what, a gift is coming in. So you have the Six of Pentacles, which I love. It's balance. We're about to enter a Libra season, which is all about balance too. So it's like you're weighing out the scales if this is going to be right for you. But it's like at the end of the day, pick the person or pick the opportunity that showcases to you that you're good enough. Because no matter what, this is like full moon in Virgo is like it's opposite of Pisces. It's really nice. It's when the moon's in Virgo, the sun is in Pisces. It's like this beautiful mix of spirituality and practicality. So you're kind of like, I haven't come this far to come this far is the energy that's coming in for me and for all of us right now. It's like, just trust that you'll be able to like balance, you know, these like, it's like prior patterns with the new version of who you are. And I love this full moon in Sag. And with the world, this is definitely travel vibes. So if you want to book the trip, book the trip. But it's like we're kind of, I feel like we're in this pulled back arrow stage, and it's about to just like shoot off. I feel like for a lot of us, this is going to be around the winter solstice. I don't feel like it's right now, but I feel like right now is just kind of like the review stage for most of us. And then it's kind of like putting our ducks in a row. By winter solstice, you'll have a lot more clarity and you'll be kind of like taking off. Okay. So you can come back to these whenever you feel called. And I love this. Like, what's the challenge? What's the gift? The deer is great too, because it's like what to do when you're in balance, when you're out of balance, how to bring it back into balance. I feel like with the deer too, children, it's like always connecting to joy, like connecting to what lights you up. Like that's totally a part of this also. And so then I go into your intention in the reading. So if you love, purpose, whatever it looks like, finances. For this one, I just did more general. So I wanted to talk about the autumn equinox for us. And this can sometimes be more of like a projection into the future, whereas current energy is like where you're at exactly in this moment. So the autumn equinox, what this is bringing us, I love the strength card. So if you're a Leo like me, you'll understand this energy, but it's like total like it's so interesting too, because we have the world again. And I feel like for us specifically, it's like strength through the journey. I feel like you're looking back at this time and you're really appreciating how far you've come. And it's like this Seven of Cups is like shiny object syndrome. I feel like you're reversing that, which is really nice, because it's like, you don't need to make a decision right now. So whatever it is, you do not need to make a decision right now, especially if you like, this card came in twice for us too, like the Leo vibes, like we get this. It's like, don't let pride get in your way. Leo is very prideful. Um, you can ask for help. 110%. So don't let pride get in your way from asking for help. You might have completed a journey recently and you might have like again like left your job or whatever it looks like for you and left a relationship. It's like but you still need help at the end of the day and there's people that are always going to be there to help you. I feel in this season with the surrender to the divine, it's like all you have to do is just be. There's no need to make a decision right now. All you have to do is just again ask for help but like trust that the pieces are falling as they it's almost like as they should is what I'm getting. I don't like the word should, but I still feel like that's what spirit's showing us. It's like that surrender piece. Okay, that's what they're showing me. It's like sometimes when we're too in our masculine and we're like go 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 and like I need to do this and I need to do this and I should be doing this, it's like we're missing out on what it actually is and like the gift of it. So I feel like by you just like embracing the fact that you are worthy and that the opportunity will present itself, and I see the number 22 right here, so it's like you are on the path. There's nothing you need to do more than to just appreciate how far you've come, because the world is always with the fixed signs in astrology. So it's a very like no matter what happens, it's very like set in stone what's going on for you. So I feel like spirit has a plan for you and you don't have to make a decision right now. It's just a nice like surrender piece. Obviously keep doing what you're doing. I don't want you to like I always tell people it's like if you want to date someone, I guarantee you it's not going to be the pizza delivery guy that's going to be, and maybe it is, but it's like, it's probably not going to be him. So you can't really like wait around for them. You do need to like put yourself out there and put yourself on the apps. Like you can do little things like that. But other than that, it's like, there's no need to like sever ties or do anything crazy right now. It's just like allow yourself just to, sorry, there's a better word than crazy, but anything like chaotic right now, it's like allow yourself just to surrender to what's happening in this moment too. And surrender basically means just keep trucking along at what you're doing too, because you're doing a great job. Yeah, I feel like that's the messages I have for you guys for the autumn equinox. I still feel like buy the new outfit too. They keep saying that. So if you feel called, buy the new outfits. And you're really good at still with the seven of cups. If you are coming to a decision, don't pick the shiny object one. Listen to your heart with that one too. Okay. Like maybe there's a like they're showing me like maybe there's a new iPhone model and you're like, should I choose the four? I don't even know how many there are now. Should I choose the 14 or the 13? And they're saying like stick with the 13. Like it's don't fix what's broken, kind of, or what's what there's a quote. You guys don't fix it's already broken. Someone has to help me with that. There's some quote there. Yeah, so you guys got what I'm saying. Okay, next steps. This is usually more of like the action steps for you guys. So next steps, I would say for Eight of Cups, leave it when you're ready. You'll know when to leave it behind. I again don't feel like it's right now. I feel like it's more like winter solstice vibes, because once you leave this, you're going to be stepping into this Nine of Cups energy, which is this like wishes fulfilled. It's wonderful. Two of Wands and Page of Wands here. It's like you might be really confused on what's decision to make, but like not making a decision is also a decision. So it will be better just to follow again like what lights you up and not the other person. So I feel like that's really specific. Like connect to your own world, connect to your own thoughts, and take some time to really like listen to you versus like what other people are projecting onto you. And whatever that Page of Wands is for you, it's like Page of Wands is awesome because it's like new foundations, new beginnings, new adventure. Like you might not have it all figured out, but it's like at least I'm taking the first step kind of energy here. You might be moving to a new city. It's like all of these things. So just know that like you have the whole world ahead of you. And it's really exciting energy with that Page of Wands. And with the don't let pride get in your way, keep asking for help. Don't like, and I love this too, because you have full moon in Leo and full moon in Aquarius. They're kind of opposite. So Leo and Aquarius are on opposite axis of each other. Axis. So they're opposite of each other in the sky. So there could be this push pull between like what it's following my heart, but I like want to include this person, but it's like you still have to be selfish in these situations. Even if you're in a partnership, you still have to speak your needs. So next steps wise, speak your needs, speak your truth. If it's your boss, whoever it is, it's like you deserve that adventure within you and show the world the real you. This is like total weirdo energy. Like you have the Leo and you have the Aquarian energy. So it's like be a weirdo, show up every single day. Um, I always heard this line too, like consistency over perfection. I was told this advice a very long time ago, so it's like bringing that into the mix too. Let me see what else they're saying. I'm almost getting to, it's like you're allowed to be proud too. Like it's like don't let pride get in your way, but also like you are allowed to be proud at the end of the day. So the only thing is like please ask for help when you need it. Like you want to book a reading, like I will help, like those kind of things. As I always tell people, it's like if you booked a reading, like that's a step forward too, because you're asking for help in a way. It's like there's all these things where it's like don't let pride get in your way. Like there's so many people in your corner. And then showing the world the real you. It's like just allowing yourself to be a weirdo, bringing love into your heart too, into the situation, because you weren't meant to just follow the step, the step and keys, whatever phrase it is. You weren't meant to be like so for you like lock and step with people. It's like you weren't meant to follow what the world told you should be doing. So allow yourself to really just connect and find out what you want to do and then follow those steps. That's when the path is going to be presented to you. Okay. Yeah. Cause they're telling me it's like my story. It's like if you asked me 2 years ago, I would be doing this full time. I would think you're crazy. So it's like, it's going to show up for you. It might just not be clear right now too. Okay. So keep being a weirdo and your people will find you. So closing message for everyone. So we have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. I love my closing messages here because it's like I always feel like this is just a nice wrap up of your reading. I feel like it's something you can come back to and read. It's always the last thing that we talk about in your reading. And then we always do any last minute card pulls, any last minute questions. But this one's always probably my favorite part. Because I always love the messages here. I usually pick an oracle card deck that I feel is suited to you and your purpose at this point in time. I've been using the star seed one a lot for everyone because obviously we're all star seeds, but this is a star seed oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And I loved this because we kind of talk about this too. It's like for you, the world needs more dreamers like you. So it's kind of connecting back to that Aquarian energy, like show the world the real you. Whatever it is that lights you up, it's like that is exactly what you are meant to be doing. And we need that. And we need people to step more into what their passions are. Because again, if you told me 2 years ago that I was going to be doing tarot and oracle and astrology full time, I would be like, you're out of your dang mind. But it's what lit me up and I loved it. And I love to share, this gift with everyone. So it's the same for you. So it's like, is it being a mom or is it, like doing financial freedom for people? It's like, what does it look like to you? So kind of dig deep into that. Like, how can you keep holding your vision? Because our purpose is always changing. Obviously, our purpose is happiness, connecting back to the divine director, but it's like your purpose is you. So keep connecting to yourself, keep connecting to your intuition, keep connecting to your dreams because they're meant to come alive. So okay, I love you guys. Enjoy. I hope you got some clarity today. And if you have any questions, you guys know where to find me. You can email me, DM me. I'll be sending this out probably through an email. You can come back to this recording whenever you feel called. But yes, love you guys so much. Thanks for watching and enjoy and happy autumn equinox.